What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. You know, guys, on this channel, we deem the term cruel and unusual parenting. And as of late, it's not even as of late. I mean, in the past few years, we've seen a lot of hot car deaths. And I usually don't cover those type of stories on here where people leave children in hot cars because it really gets to me. But this is a story I got to talk to y'all about, and I got to show this to you. This shows the reckless, careless nature of some people that are parents. Now, parenting is not it's not an easy job. And babies don't come with instruction manuals. But there are certain things with common sense you do and do not do, especially when it comes down to children. Enter this chick right here. Lord have mercy. The woman you see on here is 25 years old. Her name is Jayla Branch. And this story right here is out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Shout out Greensboro. And this woman right here, who is a healthcare professional, could not find a babysitter, supposedly. So what did she do? She took her child with her to a patient's house where she drives around and cares for people. Her 14-month-old son, she put him in the car, who was strapped in the car seat, while she went in the house for 3 hours during a heat advisory out there in North Carolina. This happened this past Saturday. With the windows up, and then she threw blankets over the car windows so nobody wouldn't see the child in there. And all she did was give him a piece of a bagel and an apple juice. It's a miracle this child survived, but he's in the hospital right now, and she's locked up with $500,000 bond, and it's a miracle this little boy's alive, and he's not out of the woods yet. If that's not worse enough, and that's bad, she did this 2 other times and was warned about it. So this is the 3rd time. Take a look at this story.
New at 6, we are pressing for more answers as some viewers wonder whether Greensboro police could have done more to protect a child from dangerous abuse and neglect.
Investigators say Jayla Branch intentionally left her 14-month-old boy in a hot car for hours. They say she went to work but didn't have a babysitter, so she covered the car windows with blankets so nobody would be able to see the toddler.
The DA's office says it's not the first time, adding that Greensboro police gave her warnings twice before. 2 Once Knows Ben Briscoe is digging into the case.
Here's the timeline you need to know about all this. Police say they arrested Jayla Branch last week when her child had to go to the hospital after being left in that hot car. Now, this comes after the DA office says they also warned her not to leave a child in a hot car back in August and September of last year. That's raising a lot of questions from viewers. Michael wrote on Facebook, "Why would you give them a warning after the first time?" Pandora wants to know, how many times are you going to give her? And Anita added, if she's done this twice before and was not charged, law enforcement bears some responsibility. It's Ben Briscoe over at WFMY News 2. We asked police why warnings were issued both times instead of filing charges. A spokesperson said probable cause is the basic standard that must be met before any criminal arrest is made. In each instance, the officer determined probable cause did not exist. According to law.com, the official definition of probable cause is sufficient reason based upon known facts to believe a crime has been committed. So both times a warning was issued, officers did not believe they had enough evidence that a crime was committed.
It's just heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Amber Rollins is the director of Kids and Car Safety.
And you wonder, did she not understand really how hot it could get in there? Did she think that maybe she's done this before and it would be okay again? There's just no telling, but we just got to make sure that every single parent and every single caregiver out there understands there is no safe amount of time, especially for young children. They just won't survive these kind of temperatures.
The little baby boy in this case is still in stable condition, and mom is behind bars on a $500,000 bond right now. I reached out to Child Protective Services to see if they ever opened an investigation after police gave those warnings. They told me they legally cannot answer that question.
A woman in Greensboro is in serious trouble. She's facing charges of intentional child abuse after police say Jayla Branch, who's 25 years old, knowingly left her 14-month-old son in a car during a heat advisory this past weekend. Where was she? Well, police say she was at work. Good evening. This is the Fox 8 6 o'clock news. I'm Neil McNeil.
And I'm Natalie Wilson. It happened Saturday. First responders got to the child just after 12 on Arlington Street in Greensboro, but we have since learned that baby boy had been in the heat for 3 hours. Branch faced a judge today. Fox 8's Gretchen Stinger was also there. And Gretchen, you learned a lot of details about this case. Bring us up to speed.
Yeah, Jayla Branch became extremely emotional in court today as the assistant district attorney shared with the court that this isn't the first time she's left her baby in the car. We were made aware in court that in August and September of 2024, police warned Branch for leaving her baby in the car. Yet police say this didn't stop her from concealing the child and leaving him in his car seat in the car for 3 hours while she went to work as a CNA.
This child's temperature was 103.8.
A 14-month-old baby left fighting for his life after police say his mother, 25-year-old Jayla Branch, left him in the car for 3 hours during a heat advisory Saturday morning. Police say she was working at a patient's house. That baby is now facing brain, liver, and kidney damage and still isn't able to breathe on his own.
She acknowledged to the police that she knows she should have called out, but she didn't because it was a new job. And she knew that she was not allowed to have this baby in the car. She told the police that before she went inside, she gave the baby half of a bagel and apple juice.
Police say she covered the windows with blankets and went inside to work for hours. And at 11:25, she came back out to find the child in his car seat unresponsive.
She said that she drove off up the street to get away from in front of the client's house, again trying to conceal the fact that she had left this child in the car.
She then drove to her house down the street to call 911.
At that point, the child went to the hospital by himself, and she changed out of her work clothes and started cleaning her house.
During the investigation, police learned that this isn't the first time this baby was left inside the car. According to the assistant district attorney, Kelly Thompson, in August and September of 2024, police were called after a child was left inside a car. Branch received a warning.
The blankets never made sense to me until I heard about these other two occasions. She is well aware that she cannot leave a child in a car. Blankets don't cool him off. That was to cover him up, and it makes it hotter.
Given this information, the assistant district attorney is now charging her with felony intentional child abuse. Branch is being held on a secured $500,000 bond and is expected back in court on August 26th. We also learned in court that Branch was in childcare until January of this year. She's also going to nursing school in August. As for the baby, doctors told the assistant DA that today and tomorrow are critical for his health as he's still fighting for his life. In Greensboro, Gretchen Stinger, Fox 8 News.
Disgusting. Disgusting. I'd take her out back right now, fry her in fish grease. For real. I understand people can't have problems finding babysitters. I remember back in the day, a lot of people would have to call out of work. Now, if you paid attention to all the particulars that made this thing bad, it says in August 2024, now this boy's 14 months old now, and it's what, July? So August of last year, take 11 months off of him. That means he was what? 3 months old when she left him in there, in the car, first time. Next month, after the first warning, he was 4 months old. Hot car again, left in the car alone. 3 times the charm. Now he's 14 months old. You leave him in the car to where his body temperature rises to 103.8. That's when you start having seizures. They said the little boy got brain, liver, and kidney damage and cannot breathe on his own. She got a new job and didn't want to lose the job or whatever. Come on, man. Come on. Where's the grandma? Where's the kid's dad? Think about this. Never have a plan. Stupid stuff. I don't want to hear that. I'm a struggling mom bullshit. I don't want to hear none of that. I just look at the crime. From a standpoint of being a parent, whether you are a man or woman, or mother or father, you know damn well you don't leave no baby in no hot car, especially after getting caught 2 times doing it. You know better. You know better. Why would you do it? This is what's going on right now, people. This is what's happening out here. People are getting stupider by the day. And parents act like they don't have a clue of how to basically give the basic needs to a child. You wouldn't be in that hot ass car doing a heat advisory for 3 hours, but you put that little boy through that. And you messed him up. Who knows if he'll even come out of it? They said yesterday and today are critical days to see how he's going to do. He can't breathe on his own. It was like being in an oven. Out here in Houston, it be blazing hot. You get out of you walk outside, it's hot, and then you get in the car, it's even hotter because it's consumed. And then you throw blankets on top of that? How stupid can you be? You tried to hide your crime by putting blankets and having your child in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Where he's crying, he's in the seat, can't get out, and waiting for you to come, and you never came back till it was too late. He was unresponsive. You know when babies cry, they start to sweat and all this stuff, and they stuck in the seat? You put your son through that for a job. I'm more than sure if you was like, hey, I can't get a babysitter, that I don't think they would have fired you. This is the big part, and I'm going to say this and get out of here. This is why I would show with the flowers. I think like this. You went to nursing school, and you're going around providing health, keeping other people alive while sacrificing your own kid to do it. You was in the house helping somebody that was thankful for your services while your baby was dying outside. It's unacceptable. I'd get her the fuck out of here right now. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ain't nobody else's fault that you know better and did some stupid shit and you should pay for it. Get her up out of here. See you in the next video. Take care.